Welcome to M&S. I'm Will, and today we are going to be talking about the Texas Longhorns because they committed the one unforgivable sin in college football. They had the audacity to lose a close game. I know. Listen, it's pretty gross stuff that they did over there, but we got to talk about it. It's just a part of the game. No, but in all seriousness, I think a lot of the discourse around Texas is very silly, as is a lot of the discourse around like most college football programs, because I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to piss off anybody, but that's not true. But so Texas and Oklahoma played this past weekend, the Red River Shootout, because that's what it's called. Not the Red River Rivalry. It's the Red River Shootout. Say it right. Pay state material. Anyway, they played this past weekend. It was an incredible game, and Texas came out on the losing end. Oklahoma played a really, really, really good game. Texas played a less good game, and I use that terminology. Trust me, there's a reason. And Oklahoma ended up winning the thing. Texas now has one loss on the season, and everyone is rushing to post the Texas is back memes. The problem is they are back. Texas being back or not is not decided by one game. I don't feel like I should have to say that, but apparently somebody does. Texas lost their biggest rivalry game of the year against what is definitely a national championship contender in Oklahoma, and they did so in close fashion down to the wire. And suddenly it's, panic mode for Texas, or, I guess they aren't really back. Yes, they are. They very much are. And you want to know how I know that? Texas did not play their best game against Oklahoma. They lost by 4. Oklahoma is a national championship contender. Texas has better football in them than they showed. And now listen, that is a little bit, predictive. Like what I'm getting at is that I think they're better than they're showing us. But I mean, when a team struggles offensively, when they're in plus territory, you can't help but look at that and say, yeah, no, they're almost there. Just gotta get over that hump. And when they're struggling in plus territory and they have a win on their record on the road against Alabama in a game where they also did not play their absolute best football, played a very good game, not their best. They have better in them. This is a good team. Texas is good. But here's the thing. Even if they don't hit the crest this year, even if they don't end up winning the Big 12, even though I think they'll at least play for a chance to do that, I do think they'll win out. Let's assume they don't. One game, one season. Say they finish this thing 9-3, or even 10-2. But we'll say 9-3 for dramatic effect. Let's say they do that. Texas is still back at that point. It would be a little bit disappointing given how they started the year, but they would still be back. Texas being back is not about them winning the national title. Texas being back is about them not sucking. And maybe not just not sucking, but them being a legitimate contender, recruiting at a very high level, and they're doing that. They absolutely are doing that. They are recruiting at a much higher level than they have the decade prior. I know a lot of people don't seem to know that because I guess you just assume that Texas recruits well because they're Texas. And yeah, they should, but they didn't for a while there. They do now. And they have the horses to run with anybody. They have the line of scrimmage talent to stand up to anybody. This is an SEC team. Texas and Oklahoma are absolutely SEC teams. I know a lot of people, whenever that announcement was made a couple years ago, like a large subsect of SEC fans, were just like, they're gonna find out what it's like to play in the SEC. Look, I'm an SEC homer, but those are SEC teams. They are going to stand up in the SEC just fine. They're going to contend in the SEC year in and year out. And I know for some people, you hate that I'm even saying that because I'm insinuating that the SEC is the best conference in college football, because it is. But anyway, I got off topic. The point is, Texas is just a higher level program than they were. And if you are denying that based on a one-score loss to a national championship contender in their biggest rivalry game of the year, you're crazy. Texas is going to make you look real stupid. I'm just going to be honest with you. I know that's bold. I know that is essentially my endorsement of Texas, doing great things, and maybe I'll look really silly. I don't think I will. Texas is back. They absolutely are back. The problem is Oklahoma never really left. They had one down year, and Brent Venables has them right. Texas ran into a really, really, really good team, one that they're probably going to see in December, and one that absolutely is contending for the national title. These are both playoff caliber teams. One of them had to lose. It happened to be Texas this past weekend. It's that simple. So Texas fans, I know you're frustrated because you saw what I saw. Not your best game played. It was a very, very, very winnable game. You left a lot of points on the board. That should give you optimism, though. It's not like you just didn't have it. Like, for instance, I'm an Auburn fan. Sometimes you just don't have it. I'm talking about the Texas A&M game. Auburn fans know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just don't have pieces that you need. Texas has all the pieces. They have the coaching. They have the program. I think they have the culture. I think Bo Davis, kind of got that kick started a couple years ago. Texas is back. It's that simple. But congratulations to Oklahoma. I can't wait to watch the rematch in December. That being said, that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. I am Will from M&S, signing off.